Okay, first of all, I want to give a shout out to a few people. Now, I was supposed to do this last week or the week before that, but I forgot. So let me give a shout out to y'all now. Let's see. Okay, this is way back on episode what, like 15, 14 of Real Housewives of Potomac. I was singing two songs. One was India Ari, Ready for Love, and the other one was I was actually singing it from Moesha, and but it's also a Tevin Campbell song. It's called Round and Round. So shouts out to Kimberly Williams, India Ari. Shouts out to Doris Delaney. Yes, it was Tevin Campbell, darlings. Let's see. Also, shouts out to actually Brown Beauty XOXO. She was just like, yeah, it's from the Parkers or Moesha. I was like, yes, sis, come on now. It's from Moesha. Let's see. Shouts out to Cupcake Creations 2011. Round and Round by Tevin Campbell, darling. Let's see. I believe that's it. Yeah, so shouts out to y'all lovely people. Okay, so on with the Real Housewives of Potomac. Let's see. Karen is cooking in her kitchen, in the Great Falls home. I'm sitting here looking at the furniture, looking at the surroundings. It looks like this stuff has been untouched, like completely untouched. Apparently, she's been slaving in the kitchen. She cooked Ray breakfast with no pots and pans. You know, I ain't see no grease stains. I ain't see no dirty dishes. Anyway, so they sat down and talked. You know, they talked about the whole France trip and how everything was. She was just like, you know, it was the same old, you know, cat fighting and stuff that the ladies give, and you know, they just, you know, a mess and jealous and tired and through. And Ray was just like, yeah, I understand. Well, he relieved Karen a little bit, because he was just like, you know, the whole issue that I've been going through and everything with the taxes and stuff. He was like, that's pretty much worked out. One of the producers or whomever asked Karen about have he set up payments or whatever. She was just like, oh, you just gonna have to ask Ray. I really do believe that when Karen said a few episodes back, or like at the beginning, that she truly do stays out of Ray's business. I really do think she do. I really don't think, because it's like pulling teeth with Ray. We saw that for ourselves. He don't even tell her nothing half the time. So I really do think that some stuff she legit don't know about, that she just sit back and just trust that her husband, you know, get it together. You know, but there are times when she feels like it may affect her, and that's when she talks about it. I don't know. That's just how I feel. So they're talking about it, and she got excited about that. One interesting fact, though, was that I was watching this YouTube video, and they did like the richest housewives out of each franchise. And Karen Huger is the richest Potomac housewife, allegedly, apparently. In which I believe that. So, you know, they come in for you, you know, but at the end of the day, she got more money than all them heifers. So, you know, I get it why they're so petty and bitter. It's just like, oh, well, let me fall down some or whatever. But, you know, obviously the majority of that money comes from Ray and, you know, him. And so, God bless him. Let's see. Ashley had a scene with a therapist, and they went to talking, and she mentioned that, you know, Michael came at her sideways last time when he mentioned her mother, basically saying that he don't want kids from her because he's afraid that she won't be a good mother or a financially stable enough mother, or just stable in period enough mother to their kids, like her mama, because her mama wasn't a good parent to her, basically. That's why he don't want kids, which is a cop out that we knew from the very beginning. That's just an excuse. He just don't want kids anymore by you, Ashley. And that's basically what the therapist said. The therapist was just like, so are you willing to have kids by a person that you have to prove whether or not you're going to be a good parent to them? Like, are you really, like, you're out, this is your husband, okay, and he's legit telling you that you're going to have to prove whether or not you're a good parent to him, or whether or not you're able to be a good parent to y'all future kids. What kind of shit is that? And I was just like, I agree, therapist lady. Ashley, she just sat in silence, y'all. She didn't know what to do. A little later on, Ashley actually had a conversation with look at Moesha. She actually did have a conversation with with Michael. Ashley had a conversation with Michael. They sitting down talking. It was an awkward conversation. They briefly talked about the Canes trip, and she instantly went to Karen, because Ashley is Karen's biggest fan, and they got to talking and stuff, and it was just hella weird, because they started talking about, whether or not she stays in the Great Falls, and she just don't get it. And then Michael was just like, oh, well, I don't really understand why they're renting and not trying to own the place. And Ashley, oh, Michael is a real estate agent here in D.C., so, he knows what he's talking about, and whoop to whoop. None of that matters, Ashley. You shouldn't be talking about it, period. Find you something to do. Anyway, but I get it, though. Storyline. You ain't got nothing to do. Your relationship is on the rocks, literally on the rocks, and stay on the rocks, and so, hell. So they also started to talk about a little bit what Ashley talked about in the therapy session. And she was just like, yeah, I genuinely, want kids. And, last time we talked about this, you basically dissed my whole existence and my mom and them. So how do you feel about that? He was just like, well, to be honest with you, I just need a little bit more time. Ashley was just like, child, how much more time you need? He was like, look, when we broke up, when we were going through a rough patch, I was already planning my life without you. I was already planning my future without you. So now that you're back, it just gives me a little bit time to adjust. I just need a little bit more time. Bullshit. All the way up and down, all around. And for Ashley to be as smart as she is, she just keep, falling for him and stuff. It is crazy just to sit back and watch. I'm just like, Ashley, child, please. You're basically begging this man to have a baby by you. And in his mind, I'm sure he's thinking you just want a baby so that you can be taken care of. Because, if I have a baby by you, if we break up, then child support payment's going to be good and sweet, child. Especially if you have multiples, child. They got with each other for the wrong reasons anyway. That's why it's not working out. Was it because of love, darling? At least I don't feel like it. But, whatever. I will say I wish them the best. I guess I do in terms of, just person to person and people. I do wish everybody the best. But it's just not going to work out. It's almost like you're begging to be with him now, Ashley. Just stop it. He's just not that into you. Watch that movie. But you should have no problem with getting a man, girl. Little big head self. Cute. Okay, so Candace, she had a scene where she's getting her makeup done. I don't like Candace's mama. And I hate to say I don't like somebody's mama, but I don't like Candace's mama. Just agitating. She makes me itch. She's judgmental. She's hateful. She's tired. And she's so... She looks just like Candace. And not that that's a bad thing. I think Candace is adorable, but I'm just saying. So Candace had a scene where she's getting her makeup done. Her and her mom. Her sister's there. Her stepdad's there, which is her sister's father. And Chris, of course, her fiance. So they coming out talking. Her mama made a slick comment saying, oh, Chris, because Chris mentioned that, Chris has two different baby mamas, and he has an older son who's like a teenager that he really, wasn't in his life or whatever. So he's gonna be at the wedding too, and he's trying to do better by him, etc. So issues with the baby mama, whoop to whoop. So Ashley mama made a comment talking about, oh, Chris, if you and Candace have a baby together, you'll have 3 baby mamas. Then she gonna try to give Chris a 5. Oh yes, 3 baby mamas, yes. Chris just looked at her. I was just like, ooh, child. But them the kind of people that be getting rings and wifed up and all this kind of stuff, and I'm just like, Lord Jesus. I guess. I don't doubt that Candace's mother is a fantastic lady, magnificent, a lady to start her own business and everything she has accomplished, amazing, and being a sister and being independent, doing her own thing, coins in the bank. I'm totally here for it, but she's so bougie and stuff. It's just she's unlikable as hell. She kind of acts like Charisse a little bit. How Charisse at season 1. Y'all know how unlikable Charisse was. She's kind of like that. But I love Candace's sister. How she like slightly makes fun of her, and Candace's mom don't even say anything bad. It's so funny. So yes, what else happened, y'all? Okay, so we can pretty much just get to the main event, which is Candace's engagement party. Candace's aunt is there, her mom's sister. Candace is there, her sister. Candace looked really cute. Chris looked really handsome. Everybody showed up. Who showed up first? I believe it was it Monique? I think it was Monique and Chris that showed up first. They looked nice. Came in and stuff. Then Charisse came. Charisse was sharp as a tack. That black suit Charisse had on, that was nasty, Charisse. Charisse is looking really good. Maybe she'll get her champagne glass back next season. Let's see, what else is going on? Ashley came in. Ashley and Michael, putting on fronts. They came in. She came in with a plant. I've seen that kind of plant before. It was nice, what she gave her. Karen came in this red, looking fierce. I was like, come on, Karen. The 2 most hateful women on the cast. And the 2 lonely heifers came together. The green-eyed bandits, Robin and Giselle. Came, talking shit all the way up to the door, as they do. But they look really, really good. That suit that Robin had on was everything. And Giselle's hair and stuff, she looked really pretty. She looked like a mermaid. So I was just like, okay, this is kind of cute. Let's see. So we're all standing around talking. Candace's sorority sisters came. Chris, he sat all the ladies down, and he wanted to make an announcement to them. Last time they all, got together and Chris was around them, they ate, pretty good food because Chris has a restaurant, but they just didn't have any napkins, and, they went on and on about the fact that he didn't have no napkins. So what he did, he actually had napkins, very expensive, darling, very fancy, these big, thick, real napkins, darling. He had them made for each one of the ladies and had their names engraved on them. I was just like, that was super cute, and he handed it out to him. I was like, that is adorable. He's very classy, because I would have told him to lick some dark and in between. But, he's more classier than me, so shouts out to Chris. So, that was a nice little icebreaker moment. Then all of a sudden, the seating arrangement was crazy anyway, because I think they had on the end over here, it was Robin, then it was Charisse, then I think it was Giselle, then I think it was Candace, then Monique, then Karen, and then Ashley. And, Karen and Ashley have had their issues this entire season, so I was just like, oh, this is kind of weird. They're sitting beside each other. So Ashley, being messy, decided to bring up Karen's engagement ring, saying, oh, I see you got on your ring tonight, Karen. Candace, was just like, Ashley, why did you say that? That comment so necessary. That's shady. Ashley was just like, what? I'm just excited to see our ring. And Karen was just like, baby, it's all right. Let it go. And then Karen read Ashley for filth. She was just like, you know what, Ashley? You know, you are so obsessed with my life. I'm so tired of you. Like, you are such a liar. You are a lawyer. You are a lawyer. You are a liar. And everything that you do is lie. You lie. You low down dirty and you lie. You laid it low, you spread it wide, and you lie. Okay? Y'all let me know where that reference come from, and I'll give y'all a shout out in next week's Potomac reunion, part 1. Where that reference come from. You laid it low and you spread it wide. Where that come from, child? So Ashley didn't have anything to say, and Ashley, you're scurrying around the question. Karen was just like, child, I'm not scurrying nowhere, child. I'm sitting right beside you. She was just like, I just don't give a damn about you or what you got to say. You don't matter to me. That hurt Ashley's feelings. So Ashley was just like, okay. She had nothing to say. Now, what's interesting, Ashley, you sat here and you obviously chose the team, which is the team with Giselle and Robin. You see your homegirls, your new homegirls, now they left you out to dry. Karen just read you for filth, and neither one of them came to your defense. They're not your friends, Robin. Ashley, little big head girl. You silly. You silly as hell for choosing that side to go on. Ashley, Giselle and Robin are only loyal to Giselle and Robin. You should just stay neutral, stay the hell up out of it. Or, chill with the other side. But you choosing Robin and Giselle, expecting them, your new homegirls, to have your back? They not. I actually sent a tweet to Karen because Karen, had tweeted that she realized now that these ladies aren't her friends or whatever. And I was just like, yeah, they're not. And I was just like, Giselle is the kind of person that will watch you get jumped by some women. And then once they leave and scurry off, then that's when she walk up to you with a tissue and paper towel and say, is you okay? Am I lying? Nope. I don't think so. Obviously, everything I say is alleged. Obviously, everything I say is just my opinion from what I see off TV. I don't know these women personally. They might be lovely in real life. I'm just judging what I see for these few minutes on Sundays. And that's as simple as that, child. That's it. So yeah, but Giselle gives me that type, and Robin would want to help, but if Giselle's not helping, Robin ain't gonna do nothing either. But they're a team. So yeah, Ashley feelings was hurt. Whoop to whoop. So meanwhile, though, Ray, Karen's man, went over there and was talking to Candace's aunt, and they was just talking, having a conversation. Then here come Michael, Ashley's man, to come over there, and he just straight up interrupted them and was just like, hey Ray, do you stay in Great Falls? Hey Ray, you still stay in Great Falls, Virginia? Ray, you still stay in Great Falls? Ray was just like, if you don't stop touching me, white man, what the hell you want? And he was just like, do you stay in Great Falls? Ray was just like, first of all, you interrupted me. Second of all, you done been to my house. Of course I stay in Great Falls. He was just like, are you sure, Ray? He was like, yeah, you done been there before. He was like, sure. Ray was just like, child, if you don't back up off me. So Michael went over there to talk to the ladies. And he was just like, I just had a weird interaction with Ray. And Karen was just like, okay, well, what happened? Michael was just like, well, I basically asked him, do he stay in Great Falls? And he basically told me to mind my own business. And Karen was just like, he told you right. Who are you? Michael? Mess. Karen said the right thing. She was just like, they cut from the same cloth, both Ashley and Michael. And they're both a mess. Like, really, Michael? What is the big deal? Karen is secretive about her own life and her own tea. If y'all really want to know what's going on with Karen, ask her in a polite, nice way. And she'll, if she trusts you, she'll tell you. But the way that y'all doing things are messy and tied and through. And she not spreading no rumors about y'all. She not creating things up about y'all. Why do y'all care about if she don't want to tell her personal business to y'all? Y'all ain't that lady friends. Oh, girl. So, the last thing was Candace, she got up and was teaching the ladies this little dance or whatever that she used to do back in the day. I was just like, oh, look at Candace teaching all these white women how to dance. I loved it. They did the final things, final goodbyes. Let's see, Monique, as we know now, is pregnant. Monique look a whole lot better pregnant. Now, Monique is beautiful, but she looks better pregnant than when she's not pregnant. I guess because she's just more fluffy. I don't know. But Monique them is pregnant, and they're doing their thing. Karen, apparently she's still loaded. She's still rich. And, she's just living life like it's golden, child. What else is happening? And it says there's no word on whether or not she's still going to stay in Great Falls. Just from watching this episode and judging this, particular episode, Karen probably don't stay in that house, but so damn what? So what? Why is it such a big mission? Then they asked about the pizza. Did you get a pizza? And she said she didn't get a pizza. Okay, y'all proved y'all point. Let's just say Karen don't stay in the house. Who gives a damn though, really? Why is that the whole season? Anyway. So, Giselle is apparently shopping for new houses because she's actually having her mom move in with her and her 3 girls, which is what she should have done from the beginning anyway. So, and apparently somebody old is coming back into Giselle's life. We'll see who that is. I remember season 2, the guy that she was with, he looked like, he giving me a little Maxwell, a little Eric Benet tease. Y'all remember they cooked for her and her mom. I liked him a lot. Maybe it's him, but we'll see. What else? Who else? Candace mama want to invite more people, so Candace mama is actually upping the attendees to the wedding. So the wedding's gonna cost a lot more, like $175,000 or some stunts and shows. You said you wasn't gonna let your mama take over this wedding, but look what you done did, Candace. That's another little big head girl, and I got a big head, so big head people can talk about other big head people. What is you doing? Oh, child. I pray Chris and Candace make it. I really, really like them as a couple. Truly. Let's see. Who else? Robin. Okay, Robin and Juan, they are actually thinking about getting married again. We'll see. We'll see. Same old thing with them. Oh, earlier in the episode, I did forget to talk about the fact that Robin had a scene where I believe her youngest son, he was turning 8, and Juan was there with his biological father. Y'all know the whole tea with that. The mom, the father that was in Juan's life as he was growing up, found out that was not his actual father. That was his stepdaddy. And now he found his actual father, who looks just like Juan. So it was nice to see that. Robin had her mama there, and everybody's just want Juan and Robin to just go ahead and tie the knot. So hey, whatever. I'm glad that Robin is finally embracing her new self, her true self, with that haircut. Okay, what else is going on? I said Karen, Giselle. What is Ashley? Oh, Ashley, she having meetings at penis villages and farms, and they went on some trip, and I guess it's gonna get her fertile and get her pregnant. It's not gonna be Michael's baby though, so I don't know what she. She saw a shaman and a wizard and a witch and a voodoo priest and everybody, and a pastor, just all these, spiritual people getting together trying to make her pregnant. But it's not gonna be with Michael's baby, unless they steal his sperm. I don't know. Is that it, y'all? I think that's it, ladies and gents. I think that's pretty much it. With that said, Mr. Chalaki, Google Plus. Follow me at ItsKingsWorld on Instagram and Twitter, at ItsKingsWorld89 on Snapchat, Chase King on Facebook, all that good stuff. Like, comment, and subscribe. Stay black and stay tuned. And next week, Real Housewives of Potomac reunion. Lego.